how can I actually invest in this area? So of course, there are ways for us to invest in the various parts of the healthcare that I actually mentioned earlier. So one is obviously looking at stocks. So this is what happened here. I later I'll just go to the actual platform to do a quick demo. So of course, for those who are actually interested to see that, hey, if let's say certain areas you are interested in also, you actually want to also invest in the area. So the good thing about this is, if you actually want to invest, then you will learn more. And of course, if let's say this is something for interest, then of course, the more you know, the higher chance for you to be successful in your investment. So you could just go and do a screener too. Then after that, just look under industry. So you can see under the healthcare sector, there are different parts as you can see here. Also, of course, you choose those that's relevant, which in this case is more of a drug and biotech. So of course, this part I'm actually talking more. I'm actually trying to find companies that are currently into personalized medicine and cancer vaccine. Personalized vaccine and cancer vaccine. So I actually chose biotech and what do you call that? Drug manufacturers. Okay, so basically I could find quite a bit of companies, and the good thing is actually there are already some very established companies. So with this huge group of companies, I actually sort of like further see them out. So one is, since there are companies that can actually financially healthy. So these are the criteria I put in: market cap more than 100 BK. So PE usually for them have to be slightly higher. If you actually put like P below 20, then you'll be leaving out a lot of good companies. So these two ratios don't change for me. Current ratio greater than 1, debt equity lesser than 1. So yes, you can basically get companies, very established names, at the same time they are financially healthy. So I'm quite sure you heard of Johnson & Johnson, Abbott, Merck, so on and so forth. So what I did extra is this. Okay, all these companies that are being sifted out, right? I actually put in ChatGPT and ask them which area are they in. So are they into personalized medicine? Are they into cancer vaccine? And of course, are they into gene therapy? So, of course, gene therapy is quite wide, not just on reverse aging. Okay. So this is the criteria I put in, and of course, how much is their R&D spend. Okay. So then actually this company caught my attention, Merck. By the way, Merck is also more commonly known as MSD. Some of you may actually know as MSD. But their actual name is called Merck. So basically they are into personalized medicine, they are into cancer vaccine. Okay, and they're also into gene therapy, not specifically into reverse aging, but they're there. And if you actually look at the numbers carefully, you realize that they are actually the company that spend the most in R&D. So actually quite interesting. So I just want to do a very quick demo on how I found this come to pick up Merck. So of course, if you are interested, you can also go and do your own and see which company interests you more. So personally, I actually use this screener Finviz. I'm quite sure you know it by now. So I actually use Finviz. This is the US stock screener I use. So obviously, if you actually want to talk about drug maker, then you have to go US. Singapore drug maker, not many. Okay, not many. So I guess go to screener. Okay. So under sector, you can go healthcare if you actually want to do step by step by healthcare. Okay, then you can actually choose things like for example, I think they can only one by one. So I actually did the drug manufacturer. Okay. Then what I did was this. I can actually put in only one companies that are PE less than 30, under 30. Okay, the current ratio must be greater than 1. And the debt equity ratio must be under 1. Okay, then I will sort by market cap. Okay, so usually I go for the larger companies. And you can see, yes, this is how the milk actually got filtered out. Milk got filtered out. So for those who are also like me interested in, personalized medicine, cancer vaccine, these are the few in fact, this is the one company you can look into deeper to understand their technology. And of course, if you believe in them, hey, you can actually put some money with them. Also, this is how I actually chose one. Okay, so I also did for biotech. So unfortunately, I don't think they can allow to mix. So I also go by biotech. Okay, biotech companies. Okay, so these are the smaller companies. Yeah, so basically, sometimes established players, they can already be too expensive, or either that, is they are too cautious. Okay, so usually if you actually talk about breakthrough, very breakthrough science, so sometimes it's actually the smaller companies. So what I did here is this: I actually go for biotech, okay, but also not too small. I go for those above market cap 2 billion. P less than 40. Okay, so the rest same thing, a current ratio greater than 1, D less than 1. And these are the company that got flagged out. Okay, so maybe I just do a quick demo again so that if you're interested to go and learn, okay, what are the companies that are actually into things like personal medicine, cancer vaccine, you can also play around. Okay, so I'll just start over again. So just in case you miss it. Okay, finviz.com. I go to screener 2. Okay, same thing, healthcare, but now I actually, okay, I can choose healthcare, but now I actually choose biotech. Biotech. So unfortunately, they only allow one industry at one time. Okay. Then I go by market cap. I want, okay, no, sorry, down here I cannot do so. So I go to the fundamentals. So same thing, PE. I chose under 40. Then current ratio over 1. Okay, debt equity ratio under 1. Okay, then I go market cap again. So you can see these are the companies that got flagged out. So same thing. I actually put into ChatGPT. Okay, so what are the companies actually into personal medicines and cancer vaccine? So you can see this Regeneron actually got pop up. Okay, they are actually into personal medicine and cancer vaccine. So this is one way if to actually turn your interest into investment. So you can actually invest in this company. So of course, all these drug companies predominantly is US. So later, I actually pick up these two company. Merck and Regeneron for my in-depth company analysis. So you actually wait out for me a bit more. So with that, if you actually want to, okay, there are 5 areas, right? So, if you want to invest in these 2 areas, these are the companies you can invest into. So as to reverse aging, right? So are there companies that are doing reverse aging? So remember just now, the guy talked about software. We can actually reprogram the software or restart the software. So unfortunately, not many companies are listed. So you can see that, like for example, Autolab, if I'm not wrong, is actually one of the largest one that talk about. You can see cellular rejuvenation. Okay, so what I did here is this: I just go to ask ChatGPT lah. Okay, a reverse aging focused companies. Maybe also down here, I just do a quick demo. How I come out with this list, I just go to ChatGPT. Okay, so I just here put in table format. So now this is my investment assistant. Put in table format, list of companies focusing on reverse aging. Okay, provide overview of company and state if they are listed. Okay, so that's what I did. Okay, so quite interesting. So every time you ask the question, or even the same question, they'll come out slightly different. Okay, so this is what I did. So do play around now. ChatGPT has been quite good giving me like, stock investment idea. So based on the list, what I see is only one is listed. Unity Biotech. Unity Biotech, as you can see here. Okay. But I go and check, they are losing money. So in fact, you can see revenue is zero. They actually haven't made a single cent. So maybe the part about reverse aging is actually still at the early stage. Of course, for those who actually want to go for the long haul, okay, cause basically all this company is don't have. If let's say suddenly found the solution, the revenue will spike up lah. Okay. But at the same time, if let's say, maybe give another few years, if still nothing done, still cannot make money, the company can go. So high risk, high return. Um, it is what it is. So now it's actually not making a single cent. You can see revenue is zero. So of course, if you want to take a bet, sure, this company is actually into reverse aging. But for me, no lah. I don't think I am I have the capability to take so much risk. Okay, but my point here is this: if you want to invest in reverse aging today, you can. There are avenues for you to do so. Okay, as what I've seen here. And potentially, if let's say, for example, this company really kick off, yeah, you are talking about, wow, I don't know, 10x, 100x also possible in terms of the stock price. But of course, the risk of the company going down is also there. Okay, so unfortunately, I don't know the technology enough to comment. Okay, whether are they going to be successful or not? If anybody know, please let me know. That's why I don't dare to invest. So maybe one day I'll read enough, to have a certain confidence that, even though they are not making money, but I have a certain confidence that, yes, they are going to make money. Maybe I'll invest in them one day, but not today. Today, I still haven't learned enough yet. So these are the three areas already. We talk about, what do you call that? We actually talk about personal medicine, talk about cancer vaccine, we talk about reverse aging. Okay. For caregiving robots, quite interesting. In fact, there isn't a US company, as you can see here, that actually focuses on caregiving robots. Again, this is based on ChatGPT. You don't see a US company. The US companies have actually made robots, but in terms of specialized caregiving, don't have. Like for example, even Tesla is actually making robots. And it's the Koreans. So for those who are actually interested to invest in caregiving robots, the Samsung, the LG, they are actually doing it. Okay, Samsung, LG. Okay, the Chinese also got one company doing it, but it's actually not making money. And the other one is also another Korean company. So quite interesting. Maybe next time the robot market is going to be dominated by Koreans. So apparently now, when I ask ChatGPT, these are the companies that actually focus on caregiving robots. Also, for those who are interested, okay, you can actually go and find out more and want to invest in them. Okay, the fourth. And the fifth, into senior living. Okay, so this one I am more interested in the physical property rather than the stocks. I have actually went to one of them in Sarawak. Okay, Singapore, like I said, Singapore we don't have it. Singapore, the only one is HDB. So it's it's not really for investment purposes. So if you want, you actually have to go and bid for it. Okay. But overseas there are quite a bit. So I went to see one in Sarawak. So actually quite interesting and actually quite affordable. So it's actually 1,004 square feet unit. 1,004 square feet unit, got 2 or 3 bedrooms. And plus all the services. So you have people coming in to check on you, you know, in the apartment, basically you press one button, there's an emergency service coming to you. Then it's a senior living, yeah. So in the lobby area, okay, they have common areas whereby you have activities. So you have people down there organizing activities for senior citizens. Okay, so everything in, the rental is only like 2,000 ringgit. Yeah, 2,000 ringgit, something like that. It's actually very affordable. So quite interesting. So of course, if you want, you can also buy into it. So that is one area I am very interested in. So now my only problem is I don't know, or in fact, I haven't done enough to solve the visa issue. Okay. Like for example, this particular one, okay, by the way, this is the one that I actually went to visit in Sarawak itself. Okay. This one, they actually don't accept foreigners. Okay, they don't accept foreigners. Their concern is that, you know, how to deal with the foreigner when he pass on. Let's say, you know, this foreigner go and stay here, then have that pass on, then what's going to happen? Okay, it's actually not a local. Then after that, the assets, house, so on and so forth. Also, so there are actually still something quite tricky here. Okay. So yeah, anyway, along my way, I will actually go and learn a bit more, okay, about senior living, but this is quite interesting. And given a choice, I probably also wouldn't want to stay in Singapore. So some of the, I know Malaysia there is, I know China there is. So in these places, yeah, the senior living is in very, you know, what do you call that? Very, what's the term? Beautiful places. So you have greeneries, you have rivers, beside greeneries, beside rivers, so on. So it's actually very beautiful. Okay, so like if let's say in Singapore again, probably you'll be still in some HDB estates and so forth, or you know, in some very dense area. But for this one, you have a lot of green space and so forth. So actually quite interesting. So by the way, I'm just curious. Anyone also interested? Next time I go and see property. Anybody interested to join me or not? Assuming if let's say I get invited, to go and see all this, maybe overseas, Malaysia, either Malaysia, probably region of Malaysia, Thailand. Anyone interested to join me, just go and take a look. I may be able to go and see one in Penang. Anyone interested? It's a senior living, senior living. Nobody. But so of course this one go and see is maybe, oh, okay, hey, thank you so much. It's actually either go, you can, a lot of them they actually provide either rental or buy. Okay, rental or purchase. Okay, thanks. Thank you so much. I keep going in mind. Like, okay, this one happened to be my friend's parents doing it. I think his family business doing it. So I got invited, you know. This is a bit lucky, not that, you know, just somehow I was there, then he showed me around. Then they said they're actually doing a project in Penang. Okay, so maybe you're interested. I can, if I were to go down, maybe I chill you. Okay, so thank you so much. So basically, my point here is this: yes, if you actually want to invest in your interest, you can invest in your interest like what I'm doing. So like for example, I these 5 areas. So now, of course, except for the robotics, this one probably I wait a little bit more. Reverse agent is a little bit more, but you know, today if I actually want to invest in cancer vaccination, I want to invest in personalized medicine, so I can do so already today. Okay, and of course, like I said, senior living, yeah, because this one is talking about property which may not be very expensive. So let's say especially places like Malaysia, in Thailand. In fact, if let's say they have something in Laos, I also don't mind go and take a look. And it's probably not going to be expensive. This one I'm looking at more of physical property. So you can actually invest in places you're interested in. Okay, so again, just to give you some ideas.